Hey everyone, Sammy here and welcome to our first episode of AEW's Tuesday Night Dynamite. This is going to be a great show. We've got one show though before we get to our first pay-per-view, which is of course going to be All In. That will be this Sunday. And here we go then. Tuesday Night Dynamite is underway with Jimmy Havoc versus MJF. And can we just take a moment to appreciate how good this MJF core is? I mean, it looks incredible. And this arena is fantastic as well. I mean, I will openly admit to anybody out there, I don't create any of this stuff. I just utilize the community creations. And some of the people out there that make stuff for this game are absolutely incredible. I couldn't even consider making some of this stuff. And if you are one of the people out there, I know that there's a few that have come across and commented on my videos in the past, and if you are someone out there that makes these calls, then thank you very much. MJF versus Jimmy Havoc, great opening match. Like I said, our first pay-per-view is this weekend. We'll be on Sunday, it will be All In. We've got some interesting stuff happening for you. We're going to be crowning our first AEW champion. We're going to be crowning our first mid-card champion as well. And we're going to be crowning our first tag team champions at that pay-per-view. Of course, when it comes to AEW Championship, we're just going to stick to the real-life one. So our main event for All In is going to be Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page for the AEW Championship. We've got planned in the Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers for the tag team championships. And then for the mid-card championship, shall I announce it now or shall I wait until the show? What should I do? I'll tell you what, let's announce it now. Why not? Let's build some hype. Right, the mid-card championship. Now, I'll take you on a little journey, how my mind worked on this one. So I was going through, I just searched for AEW on the community creations, and I saw like all these different championships people have created. And there's a fantastic, unique tag team championship on there. And then I saw an AEW United States championship. I thought, that looks really good, I'll get that. And then my mind sort of went off on one night when I was laying in bed, as it does. I have trouble sleeping, so my brain does weird and wonderful things. And I thought to myself, why not rename the United States Championship? Why not have the American Dream Championships? That's what we're going to do. We're going to have the American Dream Championship as the Upper Mid-Card Championship, and that will be competed for by, of course, you've guessed it, Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes fighting to become the first American Dream Champion here in AEW. That will all be this Sunday. As well as, of course, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. And also Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc in a hardcore match as well. So lots of really cool stuff for you this Sunday at All In. That's a lot of words I got out there, isn't it? We've got 3 matches for you tonight, as we do on all of these TV shows. Of course, we're starting things off with this MJF versus Jimmy Havoc match. Our second match of the night is going to be Jungle Boy versus Sammy Guervara versus Scorpio Sky in a triple threat match. And then our main event of the evening will be Kenny Omega teaming up with the Young Bucks to take on Jon Moxley and the Lucha Brothers in a 6-man elimination tag match. So lots of action here tonight on AEW's Tuesday Night Dynamite. Now, this might change up a little bit because literally I put all this universe mode together and then literally today I found out that AEW have actually put in for a patent for or a trademark for Wednesday Night Dynamite instead. So, however, there's not a Wednesday Night Dynamite arena available as of yet, so which is why we're stuck with the Tuesday Night Dynamite one. But I think this arena was so cool, I didn't want to not use it. I mean, there were other ones I could have used, but this one was just the best. So, we might change to Wednesday Night Dynamite moving forward, but for now, we'll stick to Tuesdays. As Jimmy Havoc now rolling MJF through up onto the shoulders, looking for the Death Valley Driver. And this is a match that could very much happen. Of course, we saw at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view there was a bit of a moment between MJF and Jimmy Havoc. So we'll be surprised if there is a match in the future there. But I think MJF is an absolute star in the making, you know. Really is. I think he's going to be one of the company's top heels. And I dare say when Hangman Page wins the championship, which I'm pretty sure he's going to, when Hangman Page wins the championship, I feel like he's either going to get another match against Jericho, or I feel like MJF will be the first one to have a legitimate go at that belt, because I feel like MJF versus Hangman Page will be a fantastic little feud. Right, that's a lot of words I got out there. And of course, let me know what you think of these arenas and cores and everything as we go along on the championships. If you think there's anyone missing, we could add in or anything like that. But I will say, as I said yesterday at Impact, I am pretty much to my limit on created wrestlers. Oh, a low blow there. The referee's allowing it for some reason. Yeah, I'm pretty much at the limit for created wrestler logos. So it's sort of a one-in, one-out situation at this point in time. So if there are people you want me to bring in, I've got no problem doing that if they're good enough and the cores look good enough. But we probably have to drop a few people as we go along. And we'll see as we go along who we don't use very often, I suppose, and they can be dropped out. Nice senton bomb there by MJF out of nowhere. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And MJF gets the victory with a senton bomb. Wow, I was not expecting that from MJF's Arsenal, I must admit. I mean, I've not watched a huge amount of MJF in the past. I mean, I've watched a couple of little episodes of MLW and obviously watched all of the AEW so far. I've not seen him bust out a senton bomb. I'm sure he must do at some point, but that's a great victory for him and going to continue to... Well, going to continue pushing forward now, and I'm sure he will want to get himself into a championship picture, be it the main event belt or be it potentially having a go at the American Dream Championship. Both will be pretty damn good places for him to go, but what a great win for MJF, showing his intent here in this universe mode. I don't know where MJF, I mean, at the moment, I've got him just down as AEW, but I feel like he has the potential to work in other companies as well. If you feel like you've got an idea, then let me know. I mean, there's no reason why he can't be given a chance in Ring of Honor. Maybe New Japan would have given him an opportunity in the mid-card, who knows? And here we go, then a triple threat match here. Sammy Guervara, I always get his name mixed up, Sammy Guervara, Jungle Boy, and the experienced Scorpio Sky. Be interesting which one of these three guys can come out of here with the victory. It's definitely going to help them momentum-wise moving forward. We saw yesterday, actually, that SCU looked like they're going to be a very effective tag team. And just to make you all aware, I don't know if you watch this out of sequence, but I'm going to be sort of commenting on these videos in the actual recording sequence. So if you've not seen already, there's several... it's going to get confusing, isn't it? But there's several playlists. There's a playlist per company, and then I'm going to do a playlist per month. So I will refer to other shows as we go along. So just warning for spoilers and so forth. But the shows I'm going to refer to are ones that have already been uploaded. So yeah, SCU looking very, very strong. Of course, getting a victory yesterday in the main event of Impact Wrestling against the makeshift team of AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. As we announced, of course, our Impact Wrestling Unbreakable pay-per-view next weekend with AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe versus Christopher Daniels to main event that pay-per-view for the Impact Championship. So Scorpio Sky looks like SCU are going to be very, very strong. So, of course, being part of that stable, they're working... for Ring of Honor as well as AEW and Impact. Scorpio Sky is sort of a weird one really because I wanted to have Kaz and Daniels as part of Impact, but Scorpio Sky, I don't think he's worked Impact that much if he has at all in the past, so he will be part of Impact as well though. Sky now in control of Sammy Guevara in the middle of the ring. Of course, it's a tricky one, triple threat matches. You always have to have one eye over your shoulder. Keep an eye on what is happening elsewhere. Dangerous. Just when you think you've got one opponent grounded, the other one can just sneak up straight behind you, just like this. There we go, right on cue there. Scorpio Sky catching Guevara, who thought he had Jungle Boy sorted. I really like this arena, you know. It's really cool. Really good arena. Like I said, it looks like... Well, I don't know. It's undecided at the moment because... So AEW have got a patent or a copyright or a trademark, whatever it's called, for Tuesday Night Dynamite. They got that about 3 or 4 months ago. And now, recently, they have also applied for another copyright for Wednesday Night Dynamite. The idea is that they reckon that it was originally supposed to be a Tuesday night because they thought that was going to be the best way forward, because with SmackDown moving from Tuesdays to Fridays, it leaves a space where wrestling fans used to watch wrestling on a Tuesday, so putting it there would just fill the gap that SmackDown has left. However, they are a bit worried because I believe NBA matches happen on a Tuesday, I believe. So they've decided that maybe Wednesday is the better idea, because there will be less competition to fight for with the basketball. But we'll wait and see what happens. We're going to stick with Tuesday Night Dynamite for now. Mainly because I like this arena, you know. Nice French chancery there by Sammy Guervara on Scorpio Sky. Sammy's one that I'm not sure we will keep to. I mean, I like Sammy, and he's a good person to have on the roster, but at the same time, I feel like it might not be... If we can, they might be taking a place of somebody else we could use a bit more around the different rosters, if that makes sense. I'm considering someone I haven't actually got in this universe mode that I think I probably should get is LAX. The new LAX, Ortiz and Santana, is it? Because they seem to work in PWG and they're working Impact. I know AEW and WWE are both interested as well, so that might be a good team for me to get in. Pin here by Sammy on Jungle Boy. Referee is incredibly slow getting down, no surprises there. Jungle Boy able to kick out and takes a boot right in the spine of Sammy, heading up to the top turnbuckle. What's he going to go for here? Something crazy, I should imagine. Yep. 630 senton, hitting Jungle Boy hard, but Scorpio Sky back in the ring. There's the German suplex. He goes in for the pin on Sammy. This is the experience factor here of Scorpio Sky, just waiting for the correct moment to pounce and try and steal the victory after a big move by Guervara, who hits Scorpio Sky with a standing Spanish fly into the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Wow. Both Jungle Boy and Scorpio Sky showing great resilience here. As Sammy taking Scorpio down, sends him into the corner. Avoided. There's a boot to the side of the head. Jungle Boy now taking Scorpio Sky up onto the shoulders. Into a flapjack. Jungle Boy is very young as well. He's in like early 20s, isn't he? So he's got a big future ahead of him as well, potentially. Monkey flip out the corner by Jungle Boy. Follows up with the crossbody style move. It's not a great crossbody. And Jungle Boy... Oh! I really thought Jungle Boy stole it then. It was literally a 2.999 out of 3, that was. Sammy now sending Jungle Boy into the corner once again. Locking him in. Well, what is Sammy going to go for? Is he looking coast to coast? I think he is, you know. Sammy Guevara looking coast to coast here. This seems dangerous. Oh, he hits it as well. Coast to coast by Sammy Guevara on Jungle Boy. Wow. Big maneuver. Scorpio Sky, though, is back in the ring. And again, like I said, just allowing the two men to tire each other out, and just going to walk in now and just take advantage of the situation. Oh, maybe not, as he gets caught once again with a standing Spanish fly by Sammy Guevara. Jungle Boy's back up on his feet, but Sammy catches him with the forearm in the back and then dumping Jungle Boy to the outside. Now Sammy... No, I was going to say he has Scorpio Sky ground on the inside. Now he does think about this, yeah. He thinks about it logically now and goes after Scorpio Sky middle of the ring. Goes for a pin, but I think he's left him a bit too long. Yes, and he was able to recoup and kick out. Sammy Guevara, though, looking very, very strong in this one. Looking like he's quite a dominant force and feels like he's going to be the man to get the victory. But, like I said, just the experience factor of Scorpio Sky, you can never write this man off. Nice underhook brainbuster. Sky now sending Jungle Boy into the corner with some force. Only a 2 count. Jungle Boy dumped to the outside as now Guevara sending Sky into the corner full blast. There's a pin once again. Only a 2 count. Takedown once again by Sammy. Rake to the eyes of Scorpio Sky. Again taking Sky down. There's the pin by Sammy. 1, 2, and Jungle Boy slides back in, but it's still only enough for a 2 count. Scorpio kicked out. Jungle Boy now taking Sammy Guevara up. There's the powerbomb, rolls it through. 1, 2, and 3, and Jungle Boy nicks it out of nowhere. Go on, Jungle Boy. What a dude, Jungle Boy. Wow, Sammy Guevara looks so dominant. I kept talking about the experience edge of Scorpio Sky, and I completely neglected Jungle Boy, who just got attacked and got brutalized over and over and over again. But he picked his moment perfectly, and Jungle Boy picks up a really big victory for him in a triple threat in the first episode here of AEW's Tuesday Night Dynamite. Wow. Jungle Boy, massive win for him. And Jungle Boy is another one at the moment. He is just down as an AEW wrestler. However, I feel like PWG could be a chance for him. And it'd be interesting to see what else he gets. Here we go then, 6-man elimination tag. The Bucks and Omega versus the Lucha Bros alongside John Moxley. So at our All-In pay-per-view, as I've already said, we are going to have the Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And we are also going to have Moxley versus Omega one-on-one. So, nice little wave. Wow, Phoenix friggin' to the outside. Phoenix has been in every episode of everything so far. The guy just doesn't take a day off, does he? At least he's not going to be in tomorrow's show, I don't think. He's not in Ring of Honor. That's what it is tomorrow, by the way. It's Ring of Honor tomorrow, then it's New Japan on Thursday, and then it's Lucha Underground on Friday. Then on Saturday, we get even crazier. Saturday... Oh, my controllers died. Great. Well done. Ugh, always a great way to show how professional I am. Right. Come on, back on. We back on? We're back on. Okay, we're back in. You can't beat a good bit of professionalism here, can you? Right, we're back. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, this weekend. I'm lost. What is it this weekend? It is... Okay, I remember what it is. So it's All In on Sunday. We're going to have our first retro show on Saturday. But we've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have got the Combat Zone Wrestling Best of the Best tournament. Quite similar, really, to the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla tournament last week. But it's a very different set of wrestlers, of course. Ones that are a bit more suited to Combat Zone Wrestling style. CZW is not going to be, like, overly hardcore like it used to be. It isn't anymore, to be honest. I mean, they do have their hardcore matches, and we will have some more hardcore gimmicky matches over at Combat Zone Wrestling, but it's not going to be as aggressive as it is in the past. But it's going to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. Nice take on there by Pentagon. I remember this is an elimination match, so all 3 men of each team do need to be eliminated. However, normally the numbers game catches up, so whoever gets the first elimination generally goes on to win, to be honest, but it doesn't necessarily happen that way. So yeah, All In this weekend, we will crown the first 3 champions in AEW. There we go, Kenny Omega with a Styles Clash on Pentagon, middle of the ring. Matt Jackson there with the super kick to the kneeling John Moxley, who will be part of our Best of the Best tournament on Sunday. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about double booking people, because John Moxley is part of AEW's show. However, he's also going to be part of Combat Zone Wrestling show, where he's going to have to do a bit of flying around, isn't he? We'll have to book him a chopper to move from one arena to the next. That's if he makes it to the final. He might not make it through to the final. you know, there's no guarantees, is there? As Matt Jackson now heading up top. There's a big moonsault onto Jon Moxley. Goes for the pin. There it is, as Kenny Omega hitting the one-wing angel on Phoenix. And that's our first elimination. Phoenix is gone. We are down to Jon Moxley and Pentagon versus the Bucks and Kenny Omega. Omega now deadlift German suplex on Jon Moxley. Pentagon taking down Matt Jackson and Kenny Omega. One chop. One big chop. Kenny Omega, big chop on Moxley. Gets on the back of him. Pentagon just dumping Matt Jackson to the outside. And Moxley folding through the backdrop into a crossbody. And the team of Moxley and Pentagon now need to get an elimination as early as possible just to equal the numbers up. Knee in the spine there by Moxley on Matt Jackson. Now it's a Saito suplex on Nick Jackson. Pentagon has Omega on the outside. This is a chance here for Moxley, but he's going to dump him to the outside. Why do that? Why do that, Moxley? You need to continue working him over, and he just drops Nick Jackson face first. They need to have someone in the ring to eliminate. Jon Moxley just showing his vicious side. It's a real. This is a match I want to see at some point in this universe mode as well. By the way, is Pentagon versus Jon Moxley. I'm sure it'll happen somewhere, whether it be here, whether it be Combat Zone Wrestling. Who knows? It could even be over in Lucha Underground at some point. Who knows? Moxley avoiding the kick in the back and then looking to catch Nick Jackson, but Matt was helping him out and Nick did catch him, and Moxley now trying to send Nick over the rope once again, but oh, a back elbow and a headbutt. I thought, yeah, it looks like Matt Jackson was going for a super kick and Moxley caught him with a back elbow instead. DDT by Nick Jackson. The numbers game is really catching up with Moxley and Pentagon here. Pentagon with Kenny Omega in the corner. Super kick to the knee before dropping into a Canadian Destroyer. That sick flip pile driver goes to the pin, but it's right in front of the Bucks, and all of a sudden both the Bucks are in the ring taking down Pentagon as Jon Moxley, who is wearing a very thick crimson mask, drops to the outside. Pentagon now with the Dragon Screw on the... It's a good chance. I mean, he's got two members of the Elite down. He needs to get a elimination here on Matt Jackson. It's the only chance they've got, and Matt Jackson just super kicking. I don't know whether he like saw at the corner of his eye and thought that Moxley was coming back in, but he wasn't. Standing sliced bread there by Matt Jackson on Pentagon. Elbow to the knee there by Pentagon on Omega. Catches him with that discus forearm. Here we go. This is the chance. Oh, I thought it was the chance. It was like Moxley was lining up Matt Jackson there. Pentagon dumping Omega to the outside. Moxley taking down Nick Jackson. Moxley, man, you need to get an elimination on one of these two. Went for a running crossbody. Nick Jackson avoided it. And then sending Moxley face first into the turnbuckle. Moxley's going to be working a lot of places as well. So he's working AEW, be working Combat Zone Wrestling, of course, as well. Be working New Japan. And I'm not quite sure yet, but I've got a feeling I might try and squeeze him into Lucha Underground a little bit. I don't know why. I just feel like Lucha Underground's got that two sort of styles. They've got the hardcore-y sort of bit, and they've got the cruiserweighty sort of bit. So I don't know. I don't think if I do incorporate him for a little bit, I don't think it'll be a permanent thing. It'll just be like a short-term little showcase. There's a moonsault there by Matt Jackson, sorry, on Jon Moxley, and it's only for a 2 count though. But it's very one-sided at this point in time. The numbers game just too much for the team of Moxley and Pentagon. You just feel like it's a matter of time now before the Bucks and Omega eliminate someone else. And Dumping Moxley to the outside. Again, not a wise thing because pinfalls and submissions only take place inside the ring. So dumping him to the outside is sort of protecting him as such because you can't pin him out there. Nice standing sliced bread once again by Matt Jackson, and Moxley fighting back. And thing is, Moxley's a fighter. He's a brawler. Eventually, he's going to fight back, and he can just take a real punishment, can't he? As Pentagon comes sneaking in from behind, but Nick Jackson catches him before he can hit Omega with that backdrop. Nick Jackson now sending Pentagon into the corner. Oh, back into the ring, should I say. He's back up on his feet, though. Forearm and a big chop. Oh, but Omega just catches him with the super kick. Moxley's back up, though, now, taking down Matt Jackson on the outside. Big overhand chop. Slap to the back of the head, but then Nick Jackson catching Pentagon. There's a super kick. Pentagon drops like a sack of spuds. Into the pin goes Nick Jackson. And we are... no. I was going to say we're down to 3-on-1, but Pentagon with the resilience to kick out, avoiding the kick of Nick Jackson. Into a DDT by Nick Jackson there. Matt Jackson slides Jon Moxley back into the ring, and it's a clever one here because the guys know that they're going to win this match. They're looking at a great position at this point in time, but they know the longer and the more they attack them, the weaker they're going to be for their respective matches on Sunday. There's a one-wing angel there by Omega on Pentagon, surely. There we go, yeah, Omega has eliminated his second Lucha brother of the night, and now we are 3-on-1. It is the Bucks and Omega 3-on-1 against Jon Moxley. And you see that Omega tapping his head, showing that he knows what he's doing. He knows that they want to keep assaulting Jon Moxley as much as possible to make sure that he's not 100% for their match this Sunday at All In. Moxley trying to get an opportunity, you see, trying to line up a dirty deeds, but the Bucks just come flying in straight away with double drop kicks, and Moxley is down. Look at the crimson mask Moxley is wearing now. It is absolutely streaming. Here we go, Matt Jackson heading up top. Nick Jackson looking to follow. There's the moonsault. Nick Jackson with the frog splash. Kenny Omega now hoisting Moxley up with the deadlift into a sit-out powerbomb, and surely that's going to be enough. No! Jon Moxley, man, just stay down. He needs to think about this. Like I said, we've got the match on Sunday. He needs to be 100%. He can't keep going like this. Moxley looking for a scoop slam on Omega, but Omega slides straight free. Oh, I think Omega might have just caught... yeah, Omega accidentally caught Nick Jackson with the knee, and all of a sudden Moxley locking in the cloverleaf here on Omega. But Nick Jackson breaks it up. I'll tell you what, if Moxley got elimination there, that could have been a really interesting end to this match. Moxley once again fighting free with a forearm and a big clothesline, taking Omega to the outside. Moxley now crossbody and just wiping Nick Jackson out with the punches. Brings Nick Jackson back up to his feet, but Nick playing possum. There's the roll through and a big overhand punch. And you feel like Moxley just might have an opportunity. I mean, he just needs to isolate one of them and just hit that one big maneuver. There's that crossbody again, raining down the rights and lefts. But this time it's Matt Jackson there with the standing sliced bread once again. Matt Jackson backing away into the corner as in comes Omega back into the ring as well. Omega backing into the corner as well. Omega, there's the knee. Wow. Absolute sheer brutality. Moxley tripping Matt Jackson over and looking to lock in that cloverleaf once more, but it's just going to get broken. There we go. Look, it's broken straight away, isn't it? There's just too many numbers here for Moxley. I don't think he's ever going to get a chance to do this at all, is he? I think as soon as Omega hits this one-wing angel, Omega's going to try and get all 3 eliminations here, is he? He's already eliminated both Phoenix and Pentagon with this. And the 3rd one-wing angel of the match is surely going to be enough to get the final elimination. No, what? Jon Moxley, man, stay down for your own good. You've got a big one-on-one match with Omega at All In this weekend. You've also got a match this Sunday. Have you got a match on New Japan? No. A couple of weeks actually got a match on New Japan, but still, you've got that big match on Sunday, All In. You need to think about this logically. You're in a 3-on-1 and you've just been hit by a one-wing angel and you're kicking out. Just stay down. For your own good, just stay down. But every now and again, he just gets that 1 or 2 lucky strikes. I mean, if he can just get 1 or 2 lucky strikes and eliminate one of them, all of a sudden, the ball's going to be much more in his court. Moxley thrown back into the ring. Nick Jackson with the knee in the back, and Omega just dropping the elbow as well. Moxley breaks free. Matt Jackson sending him into the corner. Nick with the chop. Nick now spinning. Dean, oh no, I can't say that. Jon Moxley around. Before just raking away at the back. Matt Jackson bringing Moxley back up, but Moxley manages to push him away. There's a right hand, and then the attempted schoolboy, then looking for a dirty deeds, but no, just too many people. But Matt Jackson drops to the outside. It's a chance if he can break free. Deadlift German, bridge for the pin, and surely, come on, man. Oh my God, Moxley, what are you doing? Not only that, he's straight back up as well, like nothing's happened. Another German suplex, a bridge and a pin this time from Nick Jackson. Surely this time, no. Wow, what is Moxley doing? We know you're resilient, man. We know you're a... Oh my God, a super kick now as well. God, just stay down, Moxley. Just stay down. For your own good, just stay... Oh, thank God for that. Moxley stayed down. Wow, Jon Moxley showing incredible resilience here. But it's just not enough to come back into this match. But Jon Moxley would definitely be... he'd be disappointed with the loss, but I think he can be very happy with his performance here tonight. And who knows, when Moxley and Omega go one-on-one this Sunday at All In, it could be a very, very different story. Great win here for the Elite. Because say Omega's got Moxley on Sunday. The Bucks will be fighting off against the Lucha Brothers for those AEW Tag Team Championships. So that is the end of tonight's AEW show. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. Our next show, like I said, will be Sunday, which will be the All In pay-per-view. And we're back next Tuesday for our continuation of this Universe mode. Of course, if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit a like and, of course, subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time for some more AEW, and I'll see you tomorrow for the beginning of our Ring of Honor Universe mode. Bye.